Oh, nice pop on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 49 for April 6, 2021. We're rapidly approaching 1 full year of the Beer Baseball Blogcast. And so we're going to have a big celebration not too far away. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. A super big thank you to our super fan, Cowboy Jack Durango, for his contribution to the Beer Baseball Blogcast on the power hitter level on Patreon. Thank you so much. And if you would like to support the Beer Baseball blog, go to our patreon.com page and look up Beer Baseball. We have a couple tiers. Every little helps. And if you like the content we're doing, we definitely would support that. We have some other ways you can support us that we'll tell you about later. One of them is our Etsy store, which you can buy our little magnets and stickers and buttons and beer coasters. And all of it goes back into this show. So thank you so much. Here's the lineup card for today. He is the VP of Content Development at the Beer Baseball blog, Angelo Trinidad. Welcome.
Hey everyone, 49 episodes. Hard to believe that this all started with just a fun idea for the three of us to get together and talk about baseball. And here we are nearly a year later. And last week's episode, there was no baseball. And this week, there's baseball. Baseball is back, everybody.
Baseball is indeed, yes.
What?
Kevin, baseball's back.
Baseball's back. I just thought that there were people throwing trash cans on the field in Anaheim last night just for no reason.
I thought that was the cleanup crew that they had.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the guy was trying to get the attention of the people. Hey, throw your trash in this trash can, people. Why is he yelling at the Astros?
And then he got fed up with it and he threw it. Well, if I'm not going to have a trash can here, forget it.
Forget it. Man.
Next, he is the field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Beer Baseball blog. And wow, just in the nick of time, literally sliding in. It's like a Pete Rose.
I got to dust off here. I only have a hat on. I'm just dust off. All right, here I am.
Definitely. Home plate collision. Nicely done, Kevin. So let me ask you. Yes, I was just joking with Angelo. Is it 100% capacity on the freeways?
Oh yes, it feels like it's back to that. Yes, I'm back to pre-pandemic where I'm like, okay, let me see. 30 minutes to get home and 30 minutes to get to work. Yeah, that's about pre-pandemic levels.
Oh, geez.
Wah.
I got a job. Wah.
I got a job. Yeah.
All right, so we have something very special tonight for What Are You Drinking? We're actually all drinking the same beer from the same brewery. So who wants to take this? Angelo, do you want to talk about how we acquired these beers?
Yeah, so good friends in life and good friends of the show, Mark and Caitlin, faithful viewers, are currently based in Fort Worth, Texas. And they have a local brewery called False Idol. I happened to have an opportunity to meet with Mark and Caitlin a couple weeks ago. And they asked if they wanted us to bring, or if I wanted them to bring any beers. And I said, yeah, that'd be awesome. And,
there's only one answer to that.
And I decided to spread the wealth with my brothers here. So we are going to be drinking, actually, I'll be drinking both beers.
I had the other one ready.
Yeah, so the one that Michael has on the screen is the False Idol Brewing Crispy by Nature Pilsner.
Crispy.
And we also have, and I actually started off with this one. It's the When Hops Collide. Oh, there it is. Perfect. New England IPA. So we have these two beers, courtesy of False Idol Brewing and courtesy of Mark and Caitlin. So Mark and Caitlin, if you guys are out there, make some noise and thank you so much.
Woo!
Yeah, wonderful. Do you want to give them a plug of where you can see them? And
well, False Idol, I'm not False Idol is on social media on Instagram and Twitter. I know Kevin tagged them on a post
Yeah,
earlier.
I believe it's at False Idol Brewing. I believe it. Let me confirm that was what it was. And they're based out of, I never heard of North Richland Hills, Texas.
Yeah,
It's a suburb of Dallas Fort Worth, though.
Yep,
False Idol Brewing, all one word, if you want to follow them.
Yeah, so the Crispy by Nature is a German Pilsner, 5% ABV. It does not have an IBU on it. And the When Hops Collide IPA is a New England IPA, 6.5 ABV, and it is dry hopped with, it says Brew 1, which I'm not familiar with that hop, and Citra hops, which is obviously like one of my favorites. Whenever I see that, I'm just like, okay, I'll take it, whatever it is. So I'm actually having the When Hops Collide. So you can see
I'm
how
both today. I'm definitely having both by the end of the show.
Yeah,
just for Cowboy Jack Durango.
Yeah, it's super murky, and I love it, and it smells really.
I look forward to
it.
It's
really good.
Glass. I want a glass to pour that in. No, I don't know where my glass is. Oh well. No classiness for me today.
Wow, this is really good. And I noticed that now did you talk to them about do they get beers from there quite regularly, or is it just
I think they've been there once or twice before, and they have a rotating assortment, and I think they're I saw them sounding off in the comments, so maybe they could speak to kind of some of the ones that they've tried that they've liked. Yeah, they were just saying, hey, there's a local one here, and you can you could build your own 4-pack, or they have set 4-packs. It's obviously cheaper to buy the set 4-packs. So these are the two that I settled on to give a try and give them a nice plug ski on the show.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's let me know when you guys need more. Watch what you ask for.
They better watch it.
Mark, we need more.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, if that's the case, we should definitely do
the beer trade.
Yes, kind of like a hostage exchange, but it's actually with beers. So it's like, we'll definitely.
Hey, something we should look up, Michael. If they're going, oh no, they wouldn't be going El Paso route. Never mind. Remember that brewery in El Paso that made a beer after the Luchador Cassandro?
Yeah,
they made a beer after him. Like a sour, but it was really limited. But I think they're in El Paso, so I wouldn't even. I'm like, oh, never mind. They're not going that direction.
They won't go that. They won't be going that route. But they'll be.
Yeah, Albuquerque though has a lot of good breweries. If they go by Albuquerque,
they pass through New Mexico.
Yeah,
Albuquerque for sure.
They're taking I-40. I'm sure they're on I-40.
Yeah, so this is super good.
It's really good, right, Michael? It's so good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so thank you so much. I mean, this is going to make the show go. I don't know if better, but a little bit faster.
Joe Black, 1952. That's like my code now for my drunkenness level. It's like my safe word.
Well, let's before we get into this day in baseball, just want to give a shout out to everybody in the comments. Bubble Pug, thank you so much. Daily Sports Talk, Cowboy Jack Durango, yeah. Cracking a beer for the working man, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Ed, Mr. Excitement is out there. Actually, he had a pretty funny "Cuando los hops chocan."
Yeah, when hops collide. Yep,
when hops collide. Very nicely done.
My first wrestling show was called "When Cities Collide." Actually, that was me, Mr. Excitement's first wrestling show too.
Yep.
But there was a big show called When Worlds Collide, so we did When Cities Collide. But then on the flyers, someone put Calgary versus Colorado. So the city of Colorado was supposed to be Denver.
Nobody sweats the details.
That's like a lucha kind of thing right there.
Absolutely.
David, thank you so much, and thank you, Caitlin and Mark. I mean, like tremendous. We can't thank you enough. Well, I mean, and Cowboy, a little bottle of vodka for him. So actually, if you guys are drinking with us, let us know what's going on. Colin, thank you so much for joining us as well. So let's get to it. Let's get to this day in baseball history for April 6th.
Good. I'm excited for this one. I saw something that happened today. I was like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Ready.
April 6th, 1970, a delayed President Richard Nixon is unable to throw the ceremonial pitch in the Senators' home opener at RFK Stadium. David Eisenhower, his son-in-law and grandson of the former president, throws out the first pitch prior to Washington's 5-0 loss to the Tigers. So I thought this is really interesting because I was like, when I was reading it, I was like, no, this can't be. Well, by the way, I think I don't know where the person that he is. Maybe the person is above him.
Why is he in the stands? But I forgot they used to do it that way sometimes.
They used to do it in the stands. Yeah.
Like if you watch The Naked Gun, Queen Elizabeth throws it from the stands.
That's right. And I don't know what the trajectory is here. There might be throwing it to somebody in the load section, but
maybe he's trying to throw it. Oh, maybe he's the net and he's trying to throw it over the net. That doesn't.
Oh, that could. I don't know. Maybe possibly.
I don't know.
Everything is wrong about this picture, but 3 years later.
Yeah,
this is so weird, and I think this is when Nixon threw it before at RFK Stadium, or actually no, he threw it another time. But so he's thrown out a lot of first pitches, but Richard Nixon becomes the first president to throw out the first ceremonial pitch outside of Washington D.C. The commander-in-chief does the honors before Nolan Ryan and the Angels beat the Royals at Anaheim Stadium 3-2. Yeah.
So it wasn't even this. There's no photo of that.
It wasn't this. I couldn't even find that picture, but it's like he did it.
What I was going to ask was, I thought the Sanders didn't exist by 73. That's what threw me off about this photo.
Yeah.
Because that is Ted Williams on the left in the Sanders jersey, and that's Bowie Kuhn behind him. Am I correct?
Yep, it sure is. And there's a Yankee back there, but I don't know. It's funny. I was looking at these pictures. I think
that is. I'm assuming it's the manager of the Yankees. I don't know who the manager of the Yankees would have been in that at that time.
It wasn't like Ralph Houck or.
That might be right. You might be right on that.
I'm just taking a guess there, but I thought it was interesting. On the same day, 3 years later. On the same day, 3 years later, he does throw out the first pitch outside, right. and it was here, right down the street from you guys.
Yeah, down the street from me for sure.
Yep. April 6th, 1973. So this same day, Orlando Cepeda, who is explicitly signed to fill the role of the newly created position of designated hitter, goes 0 for 6 when the Red Sox pound out 20 hits in a 15-5 rout of the Yankees at Fenway Park on opening day. Now, this is very significant, and it goes back to our conversation last week, because Oliva, a future Hall of Famer, misses out on his place in history, baseball history that is, when in the first inning is extended by a misjudged bloop hit and 2 walks, giving Ron Blomberg, batting 6th for the Yankees, the opportunity to become the first to come to the plate as a DH.
Yep.
In the historic plate appearance, Blomberg draws a first inning bases loaded walk on a 3-1 pitch off Louis Tiant, and will be become the first DH to get a hit when he singles in the 3rd inning of that 15-5 Red Sox rout of the Yankees. Very, very interesting.
Wow, we've given Ron Blomberg so much publicity the last couple of weeks.
Totally. And if you didn't have enough discussion about the DH,
there you go.
Tony Oliva at Oakland Coliseum becomes the first designated hitter ever to hit a home run. The Twins DH, first inning 2-run round tripper off future Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter, helps the team to defeat the A's 8-3. So that is, I don't know how much more I can talk about the DH in 2 weeks, but all this stuff happened on April 6th, 1973. As if that's not enough about April 6th, 1973, on opening day at Three Rivers Stadium in front of a record crowd of 51,695, the Pirates retire Roberto Clemente's uniform and number 21 posthumously. The Pittsburgh right fielder died in a plane crash on December 31st, 1972, attempting to bring relief aid to a earthquake-stricken Managua, Nicaragua. That's why I'm wearing my 21 hat today. So and then they wore these commemorative patches all season, which I thought, and it brought up a discussion that I saw that just like Jackie Robinson, I think that Roberto Clemente's number should be also retired league wide. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I would agree for sure.
Yeah, I think it would, especially with the kind of the Hispanic movement.
Yeah.
If somebody to represent that, I think that he's a perfect person to do that. And I'm really surprised that they haven't taken advantage of that.
I mean, there's so much more players coming from that part of the world now. Like anything, any of the islands that, besides obviously the Puerto Rico, Cuba, and all those Dominican Republic. There's so many islands down there, and he was like the first real celebrity player from anywhere down those parts. You know what I mean? Because he started, I believe, in 54, 55, something like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And just got his 3,000 hit. Right? Yeah, that's what he. Unfortunately, that's what he had when he passed away. Because he would have had a good 2-3 more seasons, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. And I was trying to think of somebody like comparable to him that kind of like, and there's really nobody, because there's other players that have died like in their prime, like before their prime. Like Thurman Munson is a perfect example.
Yeah,
like he didn't have like, I mean, Clemente had this long career, 3,000 hits, like you said. Was just a complete player. Hall of Famer for sure. Thurman Munson, didn't have all that, but there's other players who have died.
He was the captain, though. He was the captain of those teams, though. They called him captain, So to have that role on a Yankees team as they're going through another legacy in the late 70s, heck of a ball player.
Yeah.
But still, I can't put him on a Roberto Clemente level.
Yeah. And Ed, our resident Puerto Rican, said, definitely incomparable for sure.
And if I didn't get a chance to go, but if you're ever out in Pittsburgh, there actually is now a Roberto Clemente museum. I believe it's reservation only. Friend of the show, former guest, Chop Cantalo, I believe. Did he get to check it out?
I believe he did. I believe he did.
Yeah. I try to remember about that.
Next time he's
on,
someone
else who went, and I'm like, I didn't even know about this because I would have went too when I went to Pittsburgh back 3-4 years ago.
Definitely. April 6, 1974, the New York Yankees begin their 2-year stint at Shea Stadium, where the team will compile a 172 and 150 record during the renovations of Yankee Stadium. The other New York fans cheered loudly when the scoreboard posts the Mets 5-4 loss in Philadelphia.
Now, I didn't even know about this. I don't remember that at all. Wow, that's interesting.
I didn't either. This was actually a surprise to me. But I did. I go. There was an instance where the Yankees played in Shea Stadium, and I was like, was it a season? It was actually just one home game. The Yankees played one home game at Shea in 1998 after a beam collapsed at Yankee Stadium, destroying several rows of seats. Former Mets star Darryl Strawberry, then playing for the Yankees, hit a home run during the game.
Right on.
So, yeah, very, very cool.
Yeah, because, Yankee Stadium had been around for decades already at that point. Shea Stadium was maybe 10, 12 years old, I think, something like that. Actually, maybe only a decade because I forgot because originally the Mets played at Polo Grounds, if I remember right. Until Shea was finished.
April 6, 1974, same day. At Veterans Stadium, Phillies third baseman Mike Schmidt hits a 9th inning 2-run home run off Tug McGraw to beat the Mets on opening day 5-4.
Sorry.
The walk-off homer is the first of the league-leading 36 home runs for the third baseman will hit that season. Now, Kevin, your reaction to that tells me that there's some connection here. What is it?
Well, I just figured Tug McGraw. I'm like, hey, those guys ended up playing together on the 1980 World Champion team. Is there something else I'm missing?
Well, it's actually even deeper than that. So, ironically, Mike Schmidt and Tug McGraw, we said, will be teammates on the 1980 World Series championship team.
And the 83 championship team, I believe, as well. I think you still have them in 83.
83 was
I'm sorry, they lost. They lost. Sorry about that. The championship team.
Yeah. And Mike Schmidt was the MVP. Mm-hmm. Tug McGraw threw the last strikeout.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go. So a little connection there. And Angelo, I'm going to throw this to you, being our resident singer. Tug McGraw, his son is who?
Tim McGraw.
There you go. Country star. Nicely done. Angelo's actually on a winning streak when it comes to my trivia.
Yeah, I know. All right,
only in trivia related to this day in baseball history. Nothing else.
Hey, you got me last week. So that's all right.
That's okay. I mean, that's how it's like baseball. You just lose your concentration for a minute.
Nobody bats 1,000. Nobody bats 400.
That's absolutely right. There you go. Perfect. Yep. On April 6, 1984, Ed will like this one. After committing a 2-out error in the bottom of the 8th inning to allow the eventual winning run to score in the Yankees' 7-6 loss to the Rangers at Arlington Stadium, shortstop Bobby Meacham is sent to the minors after the 4th game of the season on the orders of owner George Steinbrenner. The move that stuns manager Yogi Berra will prove to be the precursor to the boss firing him next season after the team drops 10 of its first 16 decisions. Now, this is awesome because I'm like, wait a minute, Bobby Meacham and Berra? Wait a minute. And I'm going to play you this and to and show you what happened in 1985. So let's actually watch it again. Yeah.
Right,
so
yeah, I want to see who hit the ball. That's definitely not Dale Berra who hit that, right?
Is when Dale Berra, if you watch Dale Berra, as Yogi Berra's, I always say Yogi Berra's son, Dale Berra, making the dad proud.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that play, Angelo?
No, I've never seen that.
I believe
really.
When you say that wasn't 85, because that might have been after Yogi was fired.
August 2nd, 1985.
So yeah, he was gone by then. Because you said earlier he got fired at the beginning of 85 season. Oh.
Yeah.
That's awkward. Then the son's still there. Like, hi, I'm still here.
Oh wow, I didn't know this. And Dale Berra,
I saw that.
number 2.
Number 2.
Oh wow, how interesting.
I saw number 2, Dale Berra. Number 2. That's just for Ed.
That's fun stuff. And actually, I read somewhere that 2 days later after that play where Fisk tagged him out is when Tom Seaver won his 300th at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I think we did we talk about that?
We did. We mentioned
at some point. I know at some point we talked about that show. Yep. Yeah.
August 6th, August? Man, I'm all over the place. This beer is really good.
Yeah, that's why I'm having the Pilsner first.
April 6, 2004, Adrian Beltre becomes the 36th player in baseball history to hit 100 home runs before the age of 25. The Dodger third baseman joins Cal Ripken Jr. and Lou Gehrig to have exactly 100 homers on their 25th birthday. Yep, I remember going to games and watching Adrian Beltre, and I was really surprised that he's actually when he signed with Seattle after this season, I believe. Somewhere around there, like maybe 2005 or 6.
I remember even me with Seattle.
Oh, really?
I'm like, no, I just always think Dodgers and Rangers. That's all that's ever in my head with him, you know?
Yeah, I think he went to Seattle. Also on April 6, 2004, on opening day at Bank One Ballpark, it was actually known as Bob.
I'm like, what is Bank One? I'm like,
Bank
what?
One Ballpark. Yep.
Did Chase buy that bank? Is that what happened? Did Chase buy that bank, and that's why they changed the name?
I think it was just naming, right? I don't know. They might have bought it for all I know.
Who knows?
Diamondbacks outfielder Luis Gonzalez and Rocky second baseman Luis Gonzalez each homered, making it the second time in Major League history players with the same first and last name homered in the same game.
Oh my God!
Let me ask you real quick. Who was the first occurrence of this? It's very easy.
It's very easy. Okay.
Super easy.
Oh yes, I know. I got it.
What is it?
Ken Griffey.
Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad, Ken Griffey, playing for the Mariners, hit back-to-back homers off Angels pitcher Kurt McCaskill in 1990.
Oh, Kurt McCaskill.
Yep. That's awesome. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, you can tell they're twins. That's twinsies.
And to add to more Arizona Diamondbacks lore on opening day, April 6th, 2009, Arizona switch hitter Felipe Lopez becomes the first player to homer from both sides of the plate on opening day when he goes deep in the top of the 4th inning off Glendon Rush after connecting off the Rockies starter Aaron Cook to lead off the game.
Wow.
An inning later, the Diamondbacks second baseman unique feat is matched by Tony Clark, making the pair the first set of teammates to homer from both sides of the plate on the first day of the season.
Because I'm looking at going, those are not the same person. I was like, wait, I'm not
That's
seeing
right.
double here, you know?
That's right. Isn't that
Tony
crazy?
Clark.
That's
Wow.
And
nuts.
so, what is Tony Clark doing today? He's actually a pretty important person in baseball.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely Michael's least favorite person possibly in baseball.
He's definitely a cog in the system for sure.
Oh, I know. I forgot
Yep.
for a second. Like, oh, yeah, I know why I remember the name Tony Clark.
Yep. Tony Clark is the executive director of Major League Baseball Players Association. So whenever anybody talks about strikes, this guy is on the player side, and then obviously management. So this guy is the guy leading the charge, and sometimes it's good and bad, and it's So if
he had the task of trying to defend Astro players and Red Sox players.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
Which it's not going to make him look like a good guy no matter how it works. It's like a lawyer. It's like you're defending this person. It's like
yeah. Exactly. So there's and actually it's a kind of a thankless job because when he's supposed to be fighting for the rights, but then when these rights are not being upheld, he's the one that takes the blame and all the heat for it. So
you got to fight for your right to party, Michael. Or party for your right to fight, depending on which band you're listening to.
That's right. Oh my gosh, nicely done.
Touche.
So there's so much information going on back and forth. You need a scorecard, right?
That's all right.
And lastly, on April 6, 2015,
oh yes,
big sexy baby.
The Mets start 41-year-old Bartolo Colon on opening day, much to the chagrin of the fan base who had hoped one of their young guns, Matt Harvey or Jacob deGrom, would get the coveted assignment. But luckily for us and baseball, the oldest pitcher ever to get the nod on opening day in franchise history doesn't disappoint when he gives up 1 run on 3 hits, besting Washington's $210 million ace Max Scherzer in the team's 3-1 victory at Nationals Park. I actually watched Max Scherzer today give up 4 solo home runs.
I saw a notification about something with Scherzer getting a bunch of home runs. Like, oh no.
Yeah. So
come on, Angelo. What? Our former Cy Young Award winner for the Angels, right there.
That's right, and he was awesome during that when he was playing for Oakland, and then for the Angels. He was awesome.
I wish John Tallwer was here. This is his guy right here. He loves talking about Bartolo.
Big sexy.
Well, speaking of which, I mean, look how sexy he looks right there. It's a good. But this brings up the discussion.
Jack Durango.
This brings up the discussion, which we could probably have for about a minute or so. Yes. This may be the last year that pitchers hit. I think the universal DH is as coming as soon as next year. Your thoughts?
I mean, I liked it last year during the pandemic shortened season. I really just don't think there's any reason for the pitchers to hit. I mean, it's very rarely are they great at bats. So it doesn't really do much for us as fans from a viewing perspective. And the pitcher, I kind of look at it like the quarterback. You got to protect the pitchers. And what happens if they get hit by a pitch and suffer an injury that way? That's not even, that they're not even designed to do. Specifically speaking, when American League teams play at National League ballparks, and those pitchers have no normal hitting experience over the course of a regular season. I mean, I don't care who you are. A 80, 90 mile an hour fastball is an 80, 90 mile an hour fastball. So,
yeah, I remember one of the last. I think it was when the Astros were still in the National League. I think it was their last year. I swear, it was even like a September game. I think it was Chen Ming Wang was his name. He actually got hurt because he had to bat. And he got like in a home plate collision, and he was out for quite a while. And the Yankees are just like, "What the hell? Like, why are our pitchers hitting?" Yeah. So there's not that much of an advantage. I love it because it's just the kind of the novelty of baseball. Go ahead, Kevin.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I was waiting. I'm like, I bet you're gonna be on the side for pitchers batting. It's because you're a National League guy.
I
think that's part of it.
I love the offense, but I always feel like it's one of those things that doesn't, like, for instance, you could have like dominant pitching and dominant hitting.
Yeah.
But this one is kind of like the variable that, like, it kind of like really evens, it takes out 1/9 of a lineup.
Almost the only reason why I'm kind of like pro, I don't mind pitchers batting sticks around is because it just does make baseball different. It does make the National League differentiate from the American League. But come on, I've been an American League kid my whole life. I got to see Reggie Jackson DH for years in Anaheim, so I'm going to be very biased for the DH. It does give a chance for a hitter to produce way longer than they would otherwise.
Yeah, and I made this argument too that people like pitchers batting more than you think, because think of like Madison Bumgarner. Bubble Pug brings up Brandon Woodruff.
How about that guy right there? The guy, that beautiful, sexy man we're looking at. He hit like a home run in San Diego once, and the internet lost its mind.
Exactly. Like, how many times has the internet lost their mind over baseball? Like, if it wasn't like, kind of the trash can incident or something like that, right?
If no one saw that yet, you definitely got to try to find what happened in Anaheim last night. That was great.
Oh, it's
going
fun,
through an inflatable trash can over the wall, and some other fan literally was standing holding the Angels a trash can from the stadium and banging it. And he's like in the top. He's like in the first row of like the outfield section. I'm like, what is happening here? This is not like Angels fans. Angel fans are usually more laid back. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen when they play the Dodgers? Who have a right to be mad?
Yeah. Ed confirms my Ching Ming Wang missing the remainder of the season in the playoffs.
Oh.
All right, so always fun. I love doing that and throwing out all those factoids. It does my heart good.
Photo for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Well, one more, and not necessarily this day in baseball history, but this week in baseball history. On April 4th, 2016, I proposed to my now wife at Angel Stadium on opening day.
There you go.
I was going to ask you if you remember the date, and you did. And I actually have it on my calendar, and I was wondering if you were going to make mention of it. Nicely done.
and hey, speaking of this week, tomorrow is National Beer Day. Was that correct, Angelo?
Tomorrow, National Beer
Cheers,
Day.
ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it. That is a great segue into baseball card pack wars. Here are the standings. Actually, 2-2 last week for both Kevin and I. Angelo, man, you got to get some of that Halo Haven love on your side.
Well, he got double booked last week. What happened?
But we do have
kayfabe. Sorry, kayfabe.
We do have 2 new packs this week. And so let me show you the baseball card pack order rules. You can read this while I go over this. We actually have 2021 opening day, and we have 2021 Topps Heritage Baseball. So those are going to be our first 2 rounds right there. Do we talk about the other Topps wax packs that we have, or do we save that, Kevin? Do you remember the?
We'll see that for next week.
Yeah,
we have next week. Let's bust open some new stuff. See, look,
we have a special one for next week, but we'll walk you through all of this, and
we got new stuff this week. Let's open that up.
Yeah, Angelo, why don't you go first? So we're gonna let's do this.
So I'm gonna in celebration of opening week, since we're still technically in opening week, we'll do 2021 Topps opening day. So
we got some good opening day cards last year from our box.
So this series is you'll notice the design is extremely similar to flagship Topps Series 1, with the exception of the opening day and the logo on this side. And there's no foil 70th anniversary imprinted there. So this is what they consider a value set. Geared more towards casual collectors and kids. So, or collectors of all ages like us. So we're going to kick things off with Max Muncy. We have a Future Stars, Adbert Alzolay. We have a rookie from the St. Louis Cardinals, Cody Whitley. We have a second year Jordan Alvarez. Miguel Rojas. We got a rookie of Bobby Dalbec. And we got an insert of Legends of Baseball, Roger Clemens.
Nice. So only 7 cards in this one, and
Right.
we're looking for the high card. Kevin, go next.
Yeah, open my box. Oh, that's fresh. Let's see. I'm off the top here.
Got that.
All right. It's off the side
new
here.
box
Yeah.
smell.
So there's a lot of there's a lot. How many packs is in these boxes, Michael? It's a lot.
36.
36. Wow.
All right. Let's see what we got here. We got Patrick Corbin. Future stars of Mike Brousseau. Buster Posey. Here comes the judge. Rookie card of Christian Javier. Colin Moran. And we spoke to this gentleman earlier. Legends of Baseball, Roberto Clemente.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
Oh,
How
Nicely done.
serendipitous.
Very, yeah. Kevin, what is you had the reference? Here come the judge. What TV show was that from?
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even think a TV show. There was just an old soul song called that, and then later band Ed and I liked they had that song called that. So wait, TV show? Oh no, you can kill my gimmick that I'm not supposed to know this stuff. Let me think about it for a second.
Okay. Dansby Swanson hit a home run today. One of the 4 off.
I was gonna say Max Scherzer, right?
Yep. You can tell Max Scherzer's on my fantasy team, right?
Oh, wow.
David Peterson, Trey Turner, who also hit a home run, I believe. Yoan Moncada, Chris Bubic, Alex Verdugo, and oh wow, okay, so from the Astros, this is Blooper.
Yes.
I love they got the mascots.
Yeah,
I
so
forgot to do
that's the other interesting aspect of opening day baseball is they have the mascot inserts in there. So
Yep.
all mascots.
Yeah. That was a fun little thing from last year. Yeah.
All right.
Man, we got so many Red Sox, but we can't get any Brewers. Come on.
So my high card was Miguel Rojas at 201.
Ooh.
Ooh, do we know how many cards are in this set?
I'm not sure. My
It
guess
wasn't
would be
that many.
my guess would be 250 if I have
Yeah,
201.
probably. We'll probably check on that. Patrick Corbin, 185.
All right. And my high card is 206 on the
no.
David Peterson. All right. Starting off hot.
Hat.
All right, so let's go with Topps Heritage Baseball for 2021. So another new product that we're going to be putting out there. Both of these products were delayed. There was a lot of really huge demand for these. So
Collector's market right now. Definitely
we
a buyer's
were supposed
market.
to do this last week. So these are I see 1972 is
72
It should be
Topps, yeah.
because last year's was 71. I don't know
Right.
why it wouldn't just be 40 years.
Opening day is 220. That's the
okay.
number of cards.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Wow, all right.
this is Boyhood Photos of the Stars. So this was actually a card in 72,
Oh,
but this
okay,
one is
yeah,
a
yeah.
current one of Cool Whit Merrifield. Whit.
Oh, come on. Like, that's really a black and white photo. Come on.
I know.
These kids these days.
Yeah. I want it to be a real photo too. Oh, and by
Yeah.
the way, Kevin, to finish
sir.
my thought, Laugh-In is the
Oh.
where the Here Come the Judge.
Wow, that's even older than me.
Stop it.
Sorry, what?
Tigers, Victor Reyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is definitely 72. I recognize the design now.
In action, Joey
Oh,
Votto.
my God. I do remember that
I
series.
love
Oh, my
these.
goodness.
It's like seeing an old friend.
Yep.
Alberto Mondesi from the Royals. Alec Boehm from the Phillies in action.
Wow, you got some action today.
That's right. Shane Green from the Braves. We got 2021 rookie stars from the Mets. This is Ali Sanchez and Franklin Colomb.
Oh, my goodness.
I love this. This looks.
Gosh,
And,
imagine one of them become a superstar and the other guy's gonna be like, yeah, my card's worth thousands of dollars. Like you're on the Cal Ripken card, you know what I mean?
By the way, the font that they're using on this one on the top where it says Rookie Stars is one called Broadway. So
All
for you font nerds,
Oh yeah.
it's called Broadway. There you go. This is Jacob Junis from the Royal. A lot of Royals in here. And here's a nice one.
Ooh,
Ronald Acuna
All right.
Jr.
nice.
Cool one. Yeah,
Very
he
good.
also hit a home run today.
Off of Max Scherzer? Because I'm just assuming anybody hit a home run today got off Max Scherzer.
For also Freddie Freeman and somebody else that I'm forgetting.
We said Trey Turner earlier. I was like, wait, Trey Turner's on the Braves. When did this happen?
I watch a lot of baseball during the day.
I know you
All
do.
right. All right, let's see what we got here. So I'm also kicking it off with the Boyhood photos of the stars. Chris Bubik from the Kansas City Royals.
another Royal. Is this?
I know. Royals represent.
Yeah, that's a rookie card too. I like they put the RC even on that one.
Yep, I got Aaron Nola from the Phillies. In action, Jorge Soler. And the in action is just part of the base set. It's not an insert.
Right.
So
Man, we just got it's all about Royals here this week.
Cody Bellinger in action. We got Josh Donaldson.
There's an action right there.
Yep.
At least he's doing something. Jorge Soler wasn't doing anything in his picture.
Here comes the judge.
Yep.
We got Byron Buxton from the Twins. We have 2021 rookie stars from the Marlins. We have Sixto Sanchez and Jesus Sanchez.
All right.
And rounding it out, we have Glaber from the Yankees.
Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness. We're 0 for 5 so far.
How's that
No
possible?
brew. No brew crew.
God. I had 2 cans ready to drink today. I'm not even going to get through one at this rate. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you are.
Cowboy Jack says, "Talk papyrus to me." Yes.
Yes.
But I think that Bleeding Cowboy would be Cowboy Jack Durango's favorite font.
yeah, there you go.
That is so inside, like you can't even believe it.
If I don't know, Angelo doesn't know. I mean,
You probably see it 100 times a day.
I'm
You
sure
don't
I
even know.
have, but I'm just like, fonts? No.
Yep.
All right, let's try. Let's start off with Kyle Swarber. My old friend Nolan Arenado in action. See, at least he's doing something here. At least he's gonna do something. All right, we have Julickson Profar. Oh, here's one Angelo would wish he could have got here. Joe Adele in action.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't realize this. So if you look on the back here, I guess if you put some of these together, he's gonna make a Mike Trout puzzle.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's some
So
cards
if
that
you're
have
an
puzzle
action
backs.
card, you'll see that.
There's also high
And
number.
so this is it is numbered. Okay.
There's also high number variations as well.
Okay, right on. We got Nelson Cruz. Oh my goodness, they got a plethora of players here. Hold on. I have the 2020 National League home run leaders. 8 gentlemen on here.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. And not one Brewer.
Wow.
Cole Calhoun finished 5th in home runs last year. Jeez.
Who was?
Wow. Cole Calhoun. No Brewers. Oh. Jeez, I feel like that's almost like wow, that's a lot of players. All right, we got Bryce Harper. This is Dallas Keuchel. And Tyler Mahle. Wow, 0 for 6. Oh,
Wow.
we're
Nah.
cold.
You know,
We're
I've
cold.
watched a lot of openings of this product, and I must say, now that this is the first time it's physically been in my hands, I'm a much bigger fan of it now that I'm seeing it in person versus on camera. So,
Yeah, I love it. It's super cool. So my high card, and this one's I think might be hard to beat, is my Ronald Acuna, which is at 299.
Ooh.
So this could be
Man.
hard to beat.
I thought I was in good shape at 291 with Glaber.
Shoot. I don't know. 307,
I knew that he was kayfabing.
314, 340.
I said it was going to be hard to beat.
I beat you hard, all right?
You
Way to
did.
stay
You
humble,
did.
Kev. Way to stay humble.
Wow.
Yeah,
Exactly.
humble brag. I want to back. I
So
want a cardboard.
Kevin wins
back.
round 2.
All right. Oh
So,
no, I got to think of a stipulation. Oh
yes.
gosh, I don't know where my bag is. Where's my wild card bag? Oh no, oh it's here. Good. I always have it ready.
Puck says the Keston Hira had the most home runs for the Brewers last year at third, and that's actually pretty decent for, especially for a second
Yeah,
baseman.
for 60 games. Yeah, I know. I should have looked to see what the number was. Like, was it like 25? I mean, I have no idea. I doubt that. See, that even sounds high. All right. Let's go with outfielders.
Okay.
Most outfielders. Let's do that.
That sounds good. Okay.
I haven't had enough liquid for liquid courage yet. I'm still on can 1. Hang on.
Yeah. Still no Brewers. This is
All right, we have a time limit on these shows, right?
yeah. You can't
All
stop
right, there's
Kevin.
number 2. Let's see if can 2 will bring me any more luck. All right, let's see what we got here. I got Topps 2020 Series 2. Ooh, 14 cards. Let's see if I can get some
That's
outfielders.
probably a good one.
All right. Let's see. Start off here with future stars of pitcher Dakota Hudson. Pitcher Miami Marlins Pablo Lopez. Boy, I just said pitchers. Sergio Romo.
Mm-hmm.
First baseman Nate Lowe. Oh, I actually got is this? It looks like this is the parallel.
Ooh,
But again,
nice.
another pitcher, Danielson LeMay. Put that out the side though. Let's see here. I think this is the home run. Is it the home run derby cards? But it doesn't matter. He's not an outfielder. But it's a walk-off winner is what this is. I haven't seen this series before.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't seen
it
this
looks
either.
like the subway.
But it's like the train. This is how the subway font
it's
is in the
interesting.
numbers. That's cool. I'll put that out the side here. Let's see. You have this Robin Yount, prominent ball players, but again, shortstop.
Yeah.
Ugh, come
Wait.
on.
No, he was
Played
an
outfield
outfield.
later. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I mean,
What does it say on the card, though?
It doesn't say anything on the card, so that's the issue.
interesting.
I mean, I remember him. Oh, it's fun. Hey, the only position it mentioned specifically is center fielder when he went MVP in '89. I don't know. You can take that as a technicality. I'll leave it to you guys. If you
But
got
I
that.
remember
that
he caught the what is it
Because he did play outfield and he played shortstop. He did do both.
he
during his
made a
career.
diving catch for the Brewers no hitter. What was I? Gosh, I'm spacing his name, but he had a diving catch to save the no.
I mean, I don't know why I was thinking he was a shortstop too, but maybe I'm thinking of
He was a
No,
shortstop
it's
at the
on
beginning of
it's
his
on the
career,
card
I
center
think.
fielder.
He
It counts.
He counts. He's played outfield. That counts.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move it on here. Christian Walker, first base. Walker Buehler, pitcher. San Diego Padres team card. Bomba Brothers. I haven't seen that card before. That's a cool
Oh,
card.
that's pretty cool.
Of Nelson Cruz and Miguel Sano. God, all these team cards. Three's Company.
Come
For,
on, knock on our door.
Andrus Calhoun, yeah. Welcome Gallo home on a, Rich Hill
Oh, man.
and Elvis Andrews, 0-1. And that was an insert.
That Bomba Brothers is awesome. Nelson Cruz
Yeah,
still
that's a
hitting
great
bombs.
card.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know, would I count a guy on that card as an
would.
outfielder? Do I get that technical?
I would say yes.
Okay, so let me check these then. See, then I would check all these because it's like, I'm like, I got the T's here. Is
Nelson
that Manny with them?
Who is it?
Is that Manny? Because he would count to T-Swamp. Is that Manny with them?
Margot?
No.
Yeah. No, I meant Machado, but
No, I think it's Manuel Margot.
Oh, that is an outfielder, right? So good. I'll take it.
Yeah.
To Cruz's DH. I don't know if I can count Cruz's DH, but
Cruz actually played outfield for Texas. He actually,
Right, I
thank
know,
God,
I'm
he played
thinking
right
more
field
of them,
10 years
though.
ago.
I'm trying to be fair though. Think of where he would have played with them that year. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna get this technical about it, I'll pass on that one. I'll take 2. I'm just trying to get anything I can out of this. Let's go 2. It's fine.
Yeah, Nelson Cruz played right field for Texas 10 years ago, and it's the
Yeah,
best thing
but
that
I
ever
mean,
happened to
I'm
David
doing it
Freese.
now. Well, you're really trying to help me here, aren't you?
I'm just calling him as I see him.
Yeah, all right.
All
Well,
right,
you
Angelo,
tell me,
you're
did
up.
I count that or not, sir? I don't think it's fair to count that.
Yeah, I think he's a DH these days.
Yes, he is.
All right. Reaching the old bag ski here.
And no Brewers. Come on.
It's a thin pack. It's the National Baseball Card Day pack.
Oh, that person missed all our talk about Big Sexy. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Poor Arian Tobias. They would have loved hearing about Bartolo.
my Joyce DeWitt haircut.
All right. So I have third baseman Matt Chapman.
All right.
I have one outfielder Aaron Judge. Pitcher Jacob deGrom. Pitcher Jose Barrios. And I got a second outfielder, and get your beers ready.
Oh,
Hey, my
we can probably try this IPA now. Cheers, everybody. Cuando los hops chocan.
Mm. Good stuff.
All right, we got a tie. All right, Michael, come on.
All right.
See if you can break that tie.
Solo yours. Yeah, there you go.
Break that tie. Make that change. All right,
Actually,
here we
no,
go.
I don't want you to break that tie. I want Angelo and I to break the tie.
I got 8 cards of pro debut.
Oh, I better get ready for looking for Brewers here.
From the Clearwater Threshers. They're actually Threshers, not Thrashers, Threshers.
I know, like what?
Ethan Lindo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Pitcher?
not even.
I'll be not
sure
now.
that one. Yeah. This is Diamondbacks. Brendan Malone from the AZL Diamondbacks. So 2 pitchers. Another pitcher. This is Kevin Smith, not from Clerks, but from the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. From the Boise Hawks, this is Michael Toglia, first baseman. You can tell by the glove.
man.
I don't even have to look at.
I thought outfield was a shoe-in.
I thought so too. Jose Gomez. This is the Peladores de Reading. This is the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
He
you
has
don't
an
know-
infielder glove, so I'm assuming
Okay.
he's an infielder.
Okay.
From the GCL Cardinals, this is Zach Thompson. Boy, if it was pitchers, I'd be all over it.
Me too. I had a ton of pitchers. I think I had like 8 pitchers in my pack.
Third baseman Miguel Vargas from the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Oh, that's a Dodger. I was like, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's right, Dodgers.
Yep.
Sorry.
And this one's Mets, and also an infielder, third baseman
Gosh.
Brett Batty.
Wow.
So I got nothing.
All right. All right, Angelo. What should we open to break this tie? Grab bag, or you want to grab a 2021?
Let's do. I don't know. You're in the lead. You pick.
All right, let's just get Topps 2021 and low card.
Low card.
I don't know what
Wait.
Jack's talking about there.
Are you talking about Series 1 or opening day?
Oh, Series 1. I already opened my packs. I hope that you.
This one was my last pack, so
Oh, all right. Well, that's all right.
that's fine. Go ahead.
Top series.
All
What
right.
you said?
Oh, yeah. So we got to find. Let me see what I got here. David Bote, John Lester, Sterling Marte, a playful bout of juniors. Right there. That's a cool card.
Los Juniors.
Los Juniors, Max Muncy, Zach Britton, Willie Adames, Matt Shoemaker. This Jose Altuve insert. I don't know what this is, but I haven't seen that one before. So I'll just show it off there. Okay. Alex Gordon, Wade Davis, Travis Darno, and league leaders Yu Darvish and Ryan Yarbrough. Wow, only one Brewer still after all this.
Wow.
Jeez.
Daily Sports Talk. Hot take. Angels are going to take the World Series. Not with Rizal Iglesias as their closer.
No.
Well, that
but
sounds like any other Angel closer now.
yeah,
It-
Arias
I
and
mean, yep.
Tobias. Wow, man, I've watched Rizal for 2 years. He's my fantasy closer. He was great, but bad.
Rizzo, Pedro Severino,
That low card. I got to figure this out.
Max Fried,
Jeez.
Edward Olivares, AL MVP Jose Abreu, Brandon Kinsler, Garrett Cole, Mitch Keller. We got Jerkson Profar.
Why are you calling me a jerk?
I have a Mookie Betts home run challenge.
Oh, right on.
We got Austin Meadows, Eduardo Escobar, Mookie Betts 2020 World Series, and Seth Lugo.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
I got
Better off with Julio Iglesias.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
I'm here. Hey, what are you doing? You're not in this.
Doing?
Hey, you're out of
You're
this.
not in this.
I'm in it.
No, you're not. Get out of here. What? You know what? I just saved you a pack anyway. You know why? Because you're
That's
not going to. Hey, I'm trying to show off my low number here. Good luck beating number 4.
Ooh, that's awesome.
9. Oh my gosh.
9, really?
9.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, David Bote was number 4.
Man.
Kevin.
Yeah, you need to. You
Daniel,
need to.
if you're watching, get me on the show ASAP.
Well, we'll see. They actually
make
have
a
a show
show.
at 7 o'clock, so they just started right now.
Let's just make a show, create a show, and have me on it.
Well, why don't you go on a show right now? It just started at 7.
I'll
go
just
on
jump in. Send me the link.
Instagram.
Send me the link.
Or maybe you go to their YouTube. I think they're on the same platform we're using.
Awesome. Well, let's get in some trivia before we go tonight.
Come on, Angelo, get me back here.
We're gonna get you back in it. Okay, so this I made a graphic for
go.
this. So this is from Rookies 1986. These are the let me see if I can solo myself really quickly. So these are the like holographic cards that you get. So we're using these. So these might not be accurate as of today. I think that they are. They most likely are. But let's go with the questions on there, and then I'll give them to you. So, from 1986, who is the only rookie to win a batting title? The four selections are Johnny Pesky, Dale Alexander, Tony Oliva, or Ted Williams.
Ooh, wow.
So two Red Sox. Pesky, the right field pole in Fenway Park is known as the Pesky pole. Dale Alexander, I'm not even too sure of.
No idea who he is. Tony Oliva came up earlier in the show.
He did. So
Heck of a hitter for the Twins.
Hall of Famer.
Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah, I feel like Ted Williams is like too obvious of an answer.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
So, because we brought him up earlier in the show, I'll go with Tony Oliva.
Nice.
That's what I was leaning towards as well, because I don't have no idea who Dale Alexander is, and I'm like, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Let me go for Pesky Pole. Let me go for Johnny Pesky.
Interesting.
Let me go with Johnny Pesky.
All right. So
Underrated player from his era for sure.
number 3, Arya and Tobias going with number 3. Bubble
Right.
Pug going with
Oh wow,
Oliva.
we got a lot of Tony Olivas. All right.
Yeah.
I don't remember him being like such a big average hitter, but I remember being a good, solid hitter though. The batting title, let's see.
Yeah.
Also, depending on the year too that he won it,
Yeah.
it may just not have been a.
Yeah. Daily Sports Talk going with Teddy Ballgame.
Oh, well, he just says I'm right. All right. Like, okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah. Pesky underrated.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. My very first game in Fenway Park, literally I could like put my hand on the Pesky pole. Unfortunately, my seat faced the outfield. That's how like the Fenway Park was. So I had to like literally sit on like 90 degrees on my seat to see what was going on. It was it was very interesting.
It'd be like you're like this.
Yeah, it was exactly the way you
Wow,
had to
this
do
game
it.
looks great.
It was crazy.
Oh, wow, that game looks great too over there. What?
And the answer is Tony
Oh,
Oliva.
no. Yeah, I thought I had Daily Sports Talk on my side. Oh, well,
Oliva,
right.
who hit 323 in 1964 to win the AL title. Yeah, so we talked about him earlier. This is the same picture that I even used.
Oh, see, he said that I was right that Pesky was a very underrated player. I thought he meant I was right about the question. Oh, well. That's all right.
There you go. So, who is the last player to be a unanimous choice as Rookie of the Year? Your choices are Eddie Murray, Fred Lynn, Vince Coleman, or Darryl Strawberry. Last player to be a unanimous choice as Rookie of the Year.
That's a good list of 4 guys, too.
Yeah.
Because am I correct? This set is 86. Is that
The
correct?
set is 86.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if that's going to help anybody because I at least know when a couple of these guys won their awards. I'm just like,
So Eddie Murray was
unanimous. Wow.
Eddie Murray was
77?
I was gonna say like
Either 77 or 78.
70, right. I remember his car having a little trophy
Fred
on
Lynn
there.
was
78,
75.
75.
Vince Coleman was 85.
Yep.
And Darryl was 84 or 83, right? 83.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I forgot. Doc was 84. I might mix my years up. But wow, unanimous.
Yeah, I don't know, my initial, like, right away, my mind just kind of went straight to Fred Lynn for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with my gut and say Fred Lynn. And I'm saying that with extreme uncertainty.
I'm thinking it's either him or Vince Coleman because I'm like, Vince Coleman won in 85, and I can't even remember who else did anything in 85 as a rookie. But Fred Lynn won MVP that year. So
MVP.
I gotta go with Fred Lynn on that. Because
Okay.
how often does a rookie ever won MVP? So I gotta go with Fred Lynn.
Yep. Ariane Tobias says Eddie Murphy.
He was both unanimous rookie of SNL, yes, and like whatever year he first started there.
He has a Hall of Fame career, but
yes.
Let's see.
That's not like a Cowboy Jack Durango answer. Come on.
Bubble
Come on,
Bug
Cowboy
has
Jack. We need
Eddie.
your answers here.
Colin says Fred Lynn, Cowboy Jack Durango, Darryl Strawberry, even though he was a little snitch in The Simpsons.
Thank you, Jack. I was hoping for a good answer there.
Yep, 83 for Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, 84 is Doc. Okay.
Daily Sports Talk, Fred Lynn.
He gets to pick all Red Sox here. This is good for him.
Ed going with Ichiro. Well, that would be 2001, and this is 1986. So the answer is some good guesses in there, but the answer is, and I didn't see one person get it, is Vince Coleman.
It is Vince.
Vince Coleman.
That was my other gut because I'm like, I don't remember it. He was a phenom in 85.
Chosen on all 24 ballots of the baseball writers in 1985. Who didn't vote for Fred Lynn?
No, but you said the last person.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's why I was mixed. I'm like, I just didn't know if Vince got unanimous.
So the question is, was Fred Lynn unanimous? So are all these unanimous?
They probably all are.
They must be all be unanimous.
Yeah, that's very interesting. All right, so the last person would
have
been Vince Coleman.
Yeah, very good.
They get us on a technicality.
Yep. Yeah, I did send. Yeah, because I have time to send you the wrong answers before the show.
And because Cowboy Jack gets all the questions right, so we have to send him the wrong answers.
Yeah, Colin. I mean, you're the Cards fan. Come on. And quite frankly, I'm trying to think of other Cardinal rookies of the year, and I'm actually bad at it.
Would Willie McGee have won it?
I don't think that he did.
Okay.
I
think he came up 81 or maybe 82 at the latest. Don't quote me on that, but
yeah. See, Rookie of the Year is kind of weird for me because I'm like for instance, 1982. Who is the American League Rookie of the Year? I bet you will never get it.
It's not.
I think 81 or 82. I think it's 81, probably.
Well, I thought Cal Ripken Jr. would have won one of those years.
He was probably out there. So
But
get
what about
this.
Joe Charbonneau?
Joe Charbonneau, nicely done.
1981, sir, Cleveland Indians.
Oh my gosh, I was waiting for that. So like it was Joe Charbonneau was like this. He didn't even have that great of a season, but he was the rookie of the year. I remember.
He was like pretty big and hyped, but remember, 81's a shortened season.
I didn't think about that.
Too.
Yeah.
81,
I think he hit like 286.
What?
I think he hit like 286. He wasn't even like that much of a player. I mean, like
it might be like how you would look at like who won MVP last year, like Kyle Lewis, and I can't remember who went the NL off the top of my head.
He was with the Brewers. He was the closer for the Brewers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, Bubba Pug. But yeah, if you have abbreviated season, that like earlier I showed you that card. Cole Calhoun was like 5th in home runs. It's like what?
Yeah,
and that's because it was a shortened season. You never know what's going to happen with that.
Yeah,
I expect him to do better with the Diamondbacks and the Angels, but not that great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He was.
This photo is him. Is he running from AstroTurf? Is he running from the rolling tarp? That's all I know.
Yeah, so Joe Charbonneau actually only played like 2 seasons. Yeah. I'm sorry, 3 seasons. It was actually he was rookie of the year in 1980. He played with the Indians from 80 to 82, hit 266, 29 home runs, and 114 RBIs.
Oh, 1-year phenom.
Yeah.
Like a Kevin Moss and David Justice in 1990. But you get those guys who get super hot, and baseball was popular enough back then to where if you're big for a month or two, you can become a pretty big phenom quick. And the last few years, you can talk like Aaron Judge. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Instantly, depending on where you are, you can have a huge celebrity. Like Fernando, obviously, here in LA was gigantic.
Right.
Yeah. Gigantic at anyone.
And to continue that a little bit, I mean, like that's where I was really sad to see Fernando Tatis Jr. going down with the injury today and going on the DL list. I mean, he was my first suspicion is like he's been playing really erratic, and I think that he came into the season with an injury, to be quite honest. So it was kind of sad to see that he went down because he was one of those guys that's just like just kind of reinvigorated baseball, like one of those guys, and going down, it definitely sucks. But one of the lessons in baseball, I would say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So these guys need to preserve themselves and
again, think of these guys played 60 games last year, and all of a sudden now it's like right back to 162. That's a huge adjustment,
Totally. And it's like the guys actually in the think about it, like they go to like Arizona and Florida and they have this nice spring trainings, and then they go back to Detroit and it's like snowing. So it's like insane. Yep. So there's always injuries. I trying to think of, there was somebody else that I know had an injury. Like Josh Donaldson had an injury already. Who else am I thinking of? There's so many players that, I mean, it's like the first week of the season. It's like there's so many players that are going down. So
already, I'm not surprised. It happens. Unfortunately, that's just a part of baseball.
Yeah, definitely. So that is a show we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like what we're doing every week, please think about being a Patreon supporter. We're going to start doing some more with this after probably our 1-year anniversary. So some stuff coming up on that. So definitely check that out. If you we have a whole bunch of stuff in our Etsy store, so check us out on Beer Baseball. Here's where you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Kevin, do you have anything that you would like to promote?
I'm like, I'm going first. All right. I mean, if you want to follow what I'm getting into, you can find me at Lock and Lull. That's LOKNLOLL at Instagram and Twitter. Or as usual, in this time, things, we're not out of the loop yet, obviously, unless you're in Texas, apparently. Or I don't know where things reopened. Sorry, was I not supposed to say anything? Actually, you know what? I mean, we just got word today, like the Bay Area is supposed to reopen in a couple months too. Up north. So it's starting to happen, but just be careful, support your small business. We want them to stick around. And if you like a baseball team, look at their minor league team. They need the money way more than the major league team. And because I say it, if you go to beerbaseball.com, go to the affiliates, check out the affiliates, especially the Amazon one. Won't cost you anything extra, but if you buy something through that, Michael knows wherever I buy on Amazon, a little bit goes back to the blog.
Yeah, it just puts a little bit of wind in the sails of the pirate ship, as Adam Carolla says.
There you go.
I love it. So thank you so much for supporting us. Angelo, would you like to plug anything?
Yes, and great segue, Michael, because speaking of pirate ships, this weekend is actually WrestleMania weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And because of WrestleMania weekend looming, we will be having a special 2-episode Beer and Break, one on Saturday and one on Sunday, where I'll be unboxing 2020 WWE Topps Finest and 2020 WWE Topps Chrome.
Right on.
If I'm not here on the blog, you can more frequently catch me on the Twitch stream of @BigTeach45, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, playing Call of Duty Warzone. And it's been a big week for the Beer Baseball blog, because last Thursday I had the pleasure of being interviewed by one of my good friends and my former roommate, Big Duke, and I appeared on his podcast, The Last Word with Big Duke, which can be found on the Hogsman podcast feed on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we talk about a number of things like opening day. We talk about trading cards. We share some fun roommate stories when we lived together in Oceanside. And I actually opened up for the first time in a public forum about my 2016 WWE tryout. So
right on. How awesome. I can't wait to.
And I know next week too, we have something from the Big Duke. Speaking of him.
We do.
That's
good. So thank you so much. And oh boy, I can't wait to promote that. And we'll definitely check us out on our social media. We'll definitely make sure that we get that out there, because I can't wait to hear more about that.
Yeah, it's available now. It was released last Friday, both in audio format on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as on YouTube. Last Word with Big Duke on the Hogsman podcast feed.
All right, we'll need to get that link and promote out there on our social media. Right on,
for sure, definitely. And our wrestling buddy Cowboy Jack Durango says WrestleMania is for nerds. I will totally agree. It's in a fun way. Definitely.
Wrestle Kingdom.
So let me ask you before we go. What is your WrestleMania moment? Like, what is something that you guys remember about WrestleMania that is kind of like what you like about like wrestling? I definitely have a moment.
I just laughed because I was at 2 WrestleManias live.
Really?
Growing up.
Which ones?
Actually, I can almost say 3. I watched WrestleMania 1 on short circuit, on closed circuit. You know, because back when that was the thing. So to explain this to people, you would actually go to an arena and you would watch an event on like the big screen while it plays from another arena. Like the first WrestleMania was at Madison Square Garden. And I went to the LA Sports Arena to go watch it on a big screen because pay-per-view wasn't even a thing yet. But I was at WrestleMania 12 and WrestleMania 7. So I got emotional and felt that moment of the Macho Man and Elizabeth coming back together after he lost that retirement match to the Ultimate Warrior. Look, the camera wasn't on me. I might have shed a tear. As a young, how old have I been? Oh my God. I was 15? No, I was 14. I think. Oh no, I was 15. Oh God, I was 15, almost crying at a wrestling show. Help me.
Wow. Oh, awesome.
That's a great moment, though. Iconic moment in history.
Hang on. Let me put that tear on. Like, oh my God, they're back together.
Hey, you can actually put your tear in your beer. That's a Cowboy Jack Durango.
I gotta make a tear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been to I think 5 WrestleManias, 21, 22, 31, 32, and 33. Wow. But believe it or not, my favorite part of WrestleMania is not involving wrestling at all. So you talked about it earlier, the resident singer here at the Beer Baseball blog. I've always, like, my favorite moment of every WrestleMania has always been America the Beautiful. I find that synonymous with WrestleMania, just like you would like having the privilege of singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl or performing at the halftime show. So some of my fondest WrestleMania memories aren't even involving wrestling. It's about who's performing America the Beautiful. So, you talk about Aretha Franklin, kicking off WrestleMania.
I wish you could say it like Vince McMahon. We're like, Aretha Franklin!
The Queen of Soul!
Aretha Franklin. Boys to Men at WrestleMania 15.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, John Legend at WrestleMania 24. And they announced this year BB Rexa is actually one of my favorite artists is performing America the Beautiful this year. So that's kind of been the moment for me that's kind of been synonymous because, growing up, like wanting to, loving singing and wanting to be a singer, my dream was never like to win a Grammy or like sell platinum record. My dream as a singer growing up was I want to sing America the Beautiful at WrestleMania. So Vince, if you're listening, book me, brother. I'm available.
Hey, you might have somebody you can talk to.
Can you sing, pal?
Hey, babe.
I might know a person or two.
Yeah, you might.
That is awesome. And well, you have a couple. I mean, you have a couple ins with.
Yeah,
you never know.
Absolutely.
Michael, what about you? Did you ask the question? What's your answer for this?
So, I mean, like I'm old enough about WrestleMania 1. Like I remember trying to just even find out anything about WrestleMania 1. I remember the Sunday it was on.
Yep.
Trying to find out. I saw it on like some of the news services, like CNN was covering it. I remember that was 1985.
Yeah. March 31st, I believe, was the date.
Yeah. So, and then WrestleMania 2 was in 3 cities. That wasn't so great, but it was still kind of special. But my real wheelhouse of like fandom was 87, and Angelo made mention of it, was the one that Aretha Franklin in Detroit. So WrestleMania 3, and it was Macho Man Ricky Steamboat, which was on the undercard.
Yep.
And then obviously Hogan and Andre. Without, like that was like, it was like the perfect time to be a fan. It was like at the height of all this stuff. And one of the great things about that show is that I remember watching it it was like the first time I ever saw a pay-per-view, and actually had to go to someone else's house, and I was like recording on their VCR. And I remember my tape running out because I set it to SP. And I literally had to I had to run to warehouse to get another tape and then tape the rest. I came back during
the warehouse.
I came back after the 6-man, which was like, it was like Coco. It was like
no, it was. Are you talking about the Bulldogs and Tito against the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis?
Yes.
So I can remember that, but I couldn't tell you it was on last year's WrestleMania probably.
And like, Hacksaw Jim Duggan came in during like during the Killer Bees match, and it's like, oh man, there's so many great things. I mean, like that was like my just the things that I remember about like that tingly feeling you feel about wrestling. And then later, obviously we were all wrestling. So it's like, we kind of lost being a fan and kind of moved into the business part of it. But it was really amazing just to, those are the catalysts of like, kind of kept us going and like always kind of do more in wrestling and stuff like that, just to have those kind of really awesome. Well, and also Roddy Piper wrestled Adrian Adonis in this retirement match, which was like so awesome. So retirement match. He was back so many times, but
sorry, he had to make They Live. Great movie.
Yeah, so good stuff.
It's worth it to leave wrestling for that film. Let me tell you.
Again, we could do a whole show on wrestling, which
we're not doing a WrestleMania happy hour. Just kidding.
We definitely can do something around it. So
just put it out there right now. Like, I was like, no, Kevin, don't, no.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for joining. I mean, this is we talked about it before. Kevin reminded me of it, and Angelo, you say it all the time too. Wrestling brought us together, but baseball will keep us together forever. So cheers to everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Can't believe we've done this for almost a year, and looking forward to much more. Wow. Oh, you get the other beer too. So
I opened it. I still got some.
I'm almost done with number 2. Pilsner was great, by the way.
How are you ahead of me?
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Tuesday. Everybody, good night, and we love you, and thank you for joining. Take care. Bye-bye.